Alright, so I want to talk about the Beatles' first album. Before this, they had a couple of singles. My Bonnie, which they didn't even sing lead for, but they played the instrument part. Love Me Do, which they didn't let Ringo drum for. Alan White was the drummer on that. The other side of Love Me Do was P.S. I Love You, which Ringo did drum on. And then they had Please Please Me, and the other side of that was Ask Me Why. Now, the Beatles didn't like to put their singles on their albums, but this was their first album, so they made an exception in this case. So a lot of the big hits from the first side of the Red collection are not from albums, they're from singles. So this was their first album. The songs on it starts with I Saw Her Standing There, which is a big rocking song. It's great. The next one is Misery, and Misery and There's a Place did not show up in America till the Rarities album. This is the first English album. After that was Anna, which they didn't write, and then Chains, which also they didn't write, and Boys, again they didn't write that one. Then Ask Me Why, Please Please Me, Love Me Do. This time it's the version that Ringo played the drums on. P.S. I Love You, Baby It's You, another one they didn't write. Do You Want to Know a Secret? Which, if you've ever watched the Seventh Doctor episode about the Daleks, they go into a malt shop and Do You Want to Know a Secret is playing on the radio there. But when they put it on DVD, they took that out because of the lawyers and replaced it with Elvis's Hound Dog. Anyway, Taste of Honey is next, which, again, they didn't write. Then There's a Place, which I mentioned earlier was a rarity for a while. And Twist and Shout, again, they didn't write. So they did quite a few covers here, but they also wrote more than half of these songs here, so they're pretty good. I liked the early Beatles stuff okay when I was younger, but not enough to actually go out and buy the albums. I didn't do that until the early 20th century when I bought one every 6 months, starting with this one, the first one. And this sounded really good on my car stereo. You know, putting the DVD or the CD in the car stereo, it sounded real good. But later, I got the 2009 version in digital format and tried listening to it headphones, and it sounded awful. I'm not sure if that's because it was recorded badly on a 2-track recorder, or if it's the changes I made for the 2009 version, but I didn't like the 2009 version of this as much as I did this in my car. But it's good songs. Some of my favorites they didn't actually write on here, and some of these it took a while before they were released in the US. Anyway, check it out. Please Please Me by the Beatles.